In July 2023, our family of four from Australia embarked on a Pearls of Dalmatia cycling tour up the Croatian coast. This is operated by Inselhuepfen, for island hopping. Our ship was the Romantica. This video shows what you'll get up to on a typical week-long tour of the Dalmatia Islands. We joined other passengers from the States, Canada and New Zealand for an absolutely unforgettable week. Just arrived at Dubrovnik, all good, no dramas. And we'll catch our tour at 4:30. It's now 3:15 and we're on our way. Well, our cabbie was amazing. He stopped and made sure we're in the right spot, and he charged us less than what he said the fee was. It was only 40 euros from the airport to here. And this is our boat. There'll be lots more footage of this. The Romantica looks fantastic. Righto, 10 to 4, we've made it. This is our little palace for the next week. So you don't get a lot of room, no room to swing a cat. I would have hit the walls with a cat, but you do get a cute little bathroom with a shower and a head. Anyway, we're meeting in about 10 minutes time. We're going to do a walking tour of Dubrovnik, and then there'll be an introduction. We'll sort out what we're doing for dinner, but had a quick look at the bikes. They look fine, kind of what I expected. They've each got little name badges on the back of them, and everything looks very good so far.
We're in Dubrovnik, and it's as beautiful as everyone says it is. It's really amazing. The streets and the alleyways I went about to explore for a little while before we're back to the boat for 7 o'clock dinner.
Please be at 6:30 on the boat. And between 6:30 and 7, the captain will start the engine and will cruise towards the north to the island of Sipan, and on Sipan we'll have our first bike ride.
So we've just had a great dinner and we're just exploring the boat. And then this is the view around Dubrovnik at night. So this is our first morning. We've just cast off. It's 7 o'clock on the dot, and sayonara to Dubrovnik. We didn't really get much of a chance to look around. Coffee in about half an hour, and then breakfast, and they'll tell us what the plans are for the day. Tour booking was simple, and the 7-day tour cost us 6,234 euros, about 10,200 Australian. This included 3 regular bikes at 80 euros each and 1 e-bike at 180 euros. We booked 1 twin-chair cabin above decks, 1 twin-chair cabin below decks. Our guides were Christopher and Mljet, who were both excellent. They had a knack of keeping us all safe and entertained without us feeling hemmed in or restricted. Alright, this is our first boarding, our first port. A quick little 11k hop just to get everyone's legs dialed in and sort the wheat from the chaff, I think. This is a morning briefing. We're about to head off, first 11k hop.
Also, sometimes when you hear a car behind you, it's good to say car back or car front.
Quick words from our sponsors.
E-bikes are awesome. The scenery is beautiful. It's wonderful. Just what I imagined.
Sudarad is this little village, this little port. We've just ridden a massive 5.8 k's. We're going to turn around and do a massive 5.8 k's back to the boat. This little port of Sudarad is very, very pretty. The water is pretty warm. Anyway, this is the local beach. Well, we've just had a gong for lunch, so we're in the middle of the Mediterranean somewhere. Apparently Google Maps is working, but I don't know where we are. And anyway, it's lunchtime. So this is our first lunch on board. It's delicious soup, really, really nice. It's like spicy broccoli, really good. Hello, another little update. We're in Mljet. And do we know the name of the town? I've forgotten already.
Poma something?
Pomono, no. Anyway, that's what post is for. And this 16k hop now, and it's still beautiful and warm, 30 something degrees, very dry, and looking forward to another ride. I'm going to say it before I forget it. We're in Mljet on Mljet, this beautiful little Mediterranean island. A Roman general came here and said, I want to build my house here. So we did. 4:30 on day 1. We've stopped at the 2 lakes of Mljet National Park. We've got a large lake and a small lake. Easy pedaling so far, no dramas, and I'm gonna have a swim for sure.
Yeah, let's go.
6:30 on day one. Very successful day. No crashes from anyone. Saw some beautiful parts of the islands.
This is the
greenest island.
The rest of them will be rocky.
Will be rocky anyway. We're moored next to another boat,
The Harmonica.
which seems quite similar to this boat, but it's bigger. Our dinner is on the boat tonight, looking forward to that, and almost beer o'clock. I've got to record this before we wreck it by eating it. So this is our dinner on the first night, and I was just saying that they asked us if we had any food allergies, and I think vegetarianism is a food allergy in Croatia. This is a mixed grill, and make no mistake.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
So there are all our bikes down there, ready for us to jump on and do 28 kilometres today and 260 metres of elevation. Righto, so day two, it's 12 o'clock. We've done a 28k ride, so that's our ride for today. So we're gonna go for a swim now, which will be lovely because the water looks super clear. Then this afternoon we're going to Korcula. We're staying there overnight, so no more cycling today. So the 28k's today was pretty easy. 260 metres of gain claimed, but I got about 350. Anyway, into the water we go. The tour company provides guided tours at Dubrovnik, Korcula and Split, all interesting in their own way. The Split guide was a real standout. The tour has a mix of full board for 4 days, with all meals on the Romantica, and half board for 3 days, where you find your own restaurant in Korcula, Starograd and Postira. This turns out to be a really nice mix. Our day started out warm at about 30 degrees, heading to 38 by the end of the week. They actually cancelled the tour after hours because of high temperatures. Now this is going to seem a bit weird, so I'm just leaving our boat, the Romantica. We go from one to the next, someone else's house for the week, to the next, following Sam, he knows where to go. Another yacht. Oh look, we've found the shore. We are in Korcula. That's the island. So we've just landed and we're going to do a tour in an hour. It's 4:30. We're having dinner here tonight, so that'll be good.
Just completing our tour of Korcula.
More views around historical Korcula. Amforo is the name of this little restaurant in Korcula, and we're starting off with some mussels in white wine sauce, and we've decided we're having pasta for dinner tonight. And very, very good dark beer. 60k ride tomorrow. He's up for the challenge?
Looking forward to it.
Boys will smash it. Monday the 10th of July, so this is our big day today, our 60 kilometre ride, 1,000 metres of elevation. I think people are a bit nervous. We're saying goodbye to Korcula. Beautiful little village. I don't know what the time of day is, but we've ridden 12.1 kilometres, 360 metres of climb. The pack is spread, so I think everyone will be glad when the day is over. We go 422 metres of ascent, 19 kilometres in, looking fantastic, excellent form. Righto, so we're halfway through the ride, about 34 kilometres into 60-ish, and we've just stopped at a supermarket just for a quick snack and a top-up. Had a bit of a bite to eat. I think we'll get an ice cream and then we'll finish the last 30k's, 35k's of the ride, whatever it is. Bravo! Sit rep, top of the second climb. We've done 46.9 kilometres. Groups here, everyone's doing really well. We've got the people on mobility scooters and the people on analogs like me.
It can be John Paul II or any king or president or whatever.
Okay, if you can hear any of this, it's the last 10k's. All good. Woohoo! Well done, tough stage. How do you feel, King of the Mountain?
First mountain was awful, but the second one wasn't that bad. I used 3 out of my 4 power assist modes.
Okay, very good. Well, that was a big day, 58 odd kilometres, 940 odd metres of elevation. Everyone else is pretty tuckered out. Dinner on the boat tonight and just having a bit of a wander around Villa Luca.
Well, after this long and warm day, I would like to know, how did you like the tour today? It was the longest ride. Tomorrow we'll have 2 rides. We will cycle twice, before lunch and after lunch, but of course we will explain to you after breakfast how the tour will look like. Well, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. the captain will start the engine. and then we'll cruise from Korcula, from the port of Vela Luka to one of the highlights of the Croatian coastline, the city of an island of Hvar.
Is it 2 rides on Hvar?
Yes, yes, one before lunch from Hvar to Starigrad, where we will stay overnight, and from Starigrad we'll do a loop, another loop in the afternoon then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday the 11th. We've pulled into Hvar, on the island of Hvar, and this is the morning ritual from the crew who manhandle all the bikes off the boat every morning. It's really quite a remarkable little spot. So there's another view over there, another massive ship, and the rest of the harbour over here. Yachts everywhere, $1 million boats everywhere, just amazing. Okay, this is Hvar. These are all the back streets. It's a very, very pretty little town. So I think this is the main street of the old town. End of the first climb. We've climbed about 450 meters, about 11-12 k's in, and we've stopped basically at the top of the hill. But down here, the terraces are amazing. So everywhere we've been riding past, terraces absolutely everywhere. I'm on corner duty here, so we're just coming into Starigrad. Corner duty is where I have to direct people to go the right way, so I'm waiting for the other bikes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be here.
Just finished the ride, just come down the hill, and Mljet said, "You'll see the boat, you can't miss it." And I think she's right. It's a big boat, and indeed you can't miss it. And unlike the other harbours we've been to, this at this point anyway, we're the only boat docked up here. Normally there's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's, in one case there were 5 boats next to each other.
You don't have any footage of me on my bike, love?
I'll get some. I'll get some.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, very comfortable on the e-bike. I'm very happy.
Righto, it's 1:30 exactly, and we've just heard the dinner gong, so that means we have to make our way slowly and wobbly downstairs into the mess to have our lunch. Find a table amongst the throng, and we're kind of mixing up each day. Every day you have dinner with or lunch with different people.
She's making dinner.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
Just for the crew.
3:15 we will meet where the bikes are, and then we'll do our second bike ride today. So we'll have 1 hour for a nap and to rest a bit after lunch, and then we will do our loop in the afternoon. Mita gave you this maps in the morning. It's highlighted in pink color, and we'll leave very soon the town of Starigrad, cycle through some villages to the town of Jelsa. In Jelsa we'll do an ice cream stop, and afterwards we'll stop in a beautiful bay where you can swim. Therefore, please take your swimsuits with you. Today is the wine tasting at 7 p.m. for those who...
Righto, so this afternoon we're doing a little ride to, well, a loop from Starigrad back to Starigrad, and it is hot. It's like 30 degrees, 34. But we're having dinner here tonight. We have just had a 4-course lunch, which everyone's feeling was a little bit soporific, a little bit too much food, and we'll find something for dinner when we get back after a swim. Righto, it's still Tuesday, a bit after 4 in the afternoon, and we've stopped for a lavender ice cream because that is the specialty of this area. So we're all lining up. He was quite funny, he's like a school teacher. Christopher, our guide, one by one, come and get your ice cream, one by one. And we're just going to go to our next stop, which is a swim stop. So a very, very pretty little town.
Hello, not sure where we are. At a swim spot. It's gorgeous. The water's really nice.
Just had a dip. Water's super warm. Feels like maybe 27 degrees. And it's it's really lovely. So we've all had a good dip, and we're about to jump on the bikes and ride another probably 10 whatever k's home. So really worthwhile coming out. Nice little spot. Busy, touristy, but that's okay. It's nice.
Here we are on the top deck of the Romantica in the beautiful port of Starigrad, with lots of other people moored next to us. But it's a beautiful town. I'll give you a tour of the rest of the the boat. Up here we've got some beautiful sun decks, sun mats to lie out on, and it's a great view always from up the top.
All right, and this is the, call it the middle deck. This is the deck where our cabin, that our cabin's on. They store all the bikes here, they lift them up, they manhandle them every day, up and down. So, and they carry, I think I did a head count, they carry about 10 or 12 bikes spare. So most of those are e-bikes and then some normal bikes.
We'll be walking towards the front of the boat.
The bow. And see, this is what happens. We've got people going through our boat, and this is every time you moor up against another boat, people have got to use your boat as a thoroughfare.
That's our cabin, but it's
Yeah, that's our cabin. It's a bit of a mess.
very messy.
Number 14
Is the bridge.
Yeah, the bridge where El Capitan does his captaining. And we've got some sun chairs here, it's all very comfortable.
The bow, and down this way we have the galley and the kitchen and the dining room.
So we've got, I think, pretty much their staff quarters down there. And there's some more cabins.
And we go round to the saloon.
At the stern. And then down here we have sort of stowage and the engine room. I would love to get down into the engine room, but I don't think they'll let me. So this is the transom deck. A lot of people hang out here most of the time.
Where all the snacks get served.
Snacks get served. People sit around after rides and drink beers.
Our bartender Goldie.
Bartender Goldie is always around. The lights are off at the moment, but we've got the bar here and then enough tables for around 26 or 28 guests. Some mirrors make it look bigger than it is.
It's where we've been having all our delicious breakfasts and lunches and dinners.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And really, that is the Romantica. Well, good morning. It's Wednesday the 12th. We're at sea. We left port this morning. We're heading to an island called Brac. So we've got a ride today and a ride tomorrow. So we're here overnight. We're eating dinner in the town. So we're going to be pulling into port in about half an hour. Jump on the bike, 27k ride, 550 meters of elevation today. So that's solid, 6-10% grade, something like that. Another glorious day. I'll show you outside. Just another amazing Mediterranean day. It's going to be 37 degrees, pretty warm.
And just to let you know what we pack up every day, we have this beautiful pannier from island hopping, and in the pannier goes first aid kit, tissues, well, you never know, 1.5 litres of water because it's going to be 36 degrees outside today, another water bottle, and then we've got your hat, got bits and bobs like wallet, mobile phone, Panadol for when you feel sore, mobile phone, and then we've got bike gloves, they don't go in the bag, bike helmet and the brim hat for good sun protection. Fold it over, and that's what we ride with every day.
Yeah.
All right, second last day of riding, 30 k's up and down some hills, but it is 36 degrees.
36
well, it
degrees,
will be
yeah.
by the time the middle of the day rolls around.
560 meters of elevation today. Everyone's pretty chirpy with tired legs. Got the boat in the background. We're good to go.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember where we are. Milna, on the island of Brac. Okay, righto. 8k's in, sitting on about, it's 10 to 11, sitting on about 13-14k's an hour, going up a never-ending hill, grade between 6 and 10%, and hard work. It's hot work. It's 37 degrees. The group is spread out over probably 2k's, and I think even the people on the e-bikes are finding it a bit of tough yakka. But pretty views, hundreds and hundreds of years of locals moving stones so they've got a tiny bit of arable land. That's what we've been passing for the last couple of days. Got the occasional car. I think on the whole the Croatians are pretty positive towards cyclists and pretty kind. There's no aggressiveness, which is really nice, and people are polite and they wait to pass us, so really no complaints. We've stopped for an ice cream at the top of a bit of a climb, like I don't know, 4 or 5k's up. Nereziška is the name of this town, and we were told to stop at the church with an olive tree growing through its roof, and sure enough, a church with a tree growing through its roof. And we've just stopped and had some snacky snacks. I've discovered these orange and dark chocolate ice creams, which I've become quite partial to. Anyway, we're going to leave Nerezišća, the top of this climb, and then we're going to head, I don't actually know where we're going to head.
And it is as hot as Hades.
It's pretty stinking today. It'd be 30...
Easy 36,
37, I think. The prediction was 37. Righto, so it's now 20 past 4 and it's still easily low 30s. I am going for a swim. Early in the morning, way up she rises early in the morning. Last night it was decided, or it was a group consensus, to have a shorter ride today, so not the 30 odd Ks that was planned. And
with more swim time.
Yeah, so have a shorter ride and have more swim times. And then we've come to this beach, which is actually unusually sandy. And that's split over behind that catamaran behind us there. This is a little introduction. You get a name badge on the back. So this is one of the manual bikes. It's a 24 speed index V-brake. They probably weigh about 14-15 kilos, and the ladies get a step through. Probably 2/3 of our crew are on e-bikes, so these are you can see a Bosch. You get hydraulic disc brakes because obviously they're heavier. I think Christopher said these are about 45 pounds, so that's up around 20 odd kilos, so pretty heavy. 500 watt hour battery. I think they've got 5 levels of boost, and everyone that has them absolutely loves them. It's a little introduction to the types of bikes you get. So it's just a little beach path by the side of the water. And here we are. So I think this is going to be our last probably 100 or 200 meters of cycling in our Croatia Worldwide Mystery Tour. So I'll add up all the Ks and all the meters climbed this afternoon. And there she blows.
Here. 10 to 5, 4:50. Please be in front of the boat, and then we'll walk in with you into the city center. That's around 5 minutes away from our boat, or maybe 6 without undulations. And then your local guide in Split will show you the ancient town, and the city walking tour usually lasts, let's say, 1 hour. The farewell dinner will be here, of course, on the boat, 7 p.m. Lastovo will very soon let you know how high the bar bill is. And of course, you can, just to remind you, you can pay that after dinner, but only in cash.
We're on our last tour. This is Split, and we're following a very excitable guide, Tina. She's quite excellent.
Over here, behind my back and all around you, you're going to see 2 dominant stones.
She's a teacher, and she's taking us through Diocletian's palace in Split.
This is amazing. It's like history on history on history.
Is that anything?
Cheers! The end of a happy cruise. Cheers!
Woo! This is our farewell dinner on board the mighty Romantica. What a great week.
Important word when you came on the boat, right? Remember it.
What's that?
Yes, so when I say 3, we will all say 1, 2, 3.